ENCA's Michael Appel is live in Mahikeng for some reaction to that one of the big announcements of the day, and that is the resignation of Supra Mahumapelo as the Northwest Premier. Michael, what has been the reaction of the people of the Northwest to this development?
Vuyo, I think unsurprisingly the political opponents of Supra Mahumapelo, then our former Premier, warmly welcoming this development and his resignation, his stepping down, his early retirement, whichever one of the descriptions you want to give it, it's being welcomed as something that's going to be a positive development for the people of the Northwest, a victory against corruption and perhaps bringing an end to corruption. And I spoke to two of the political parties today, the Democratic Alliance and the Economic Freedom Fighters. This is what the Democratic Alliance's Joe Maglua had to say.
For us, we are saying Supra must be prosecuted. I have never, ever in my entire life, have seen such a useless premier. The ANC must actually be embarrassed of what is happening in the Northwest province. Firstly, we have a premier who resigned, and then he went on leave, and after that he also now say he's going on early retirement. We only hope that he will be able to have all his benefits at the age of 60. And the people of the Northwest are not fools. He cannot resign or go on early retirement while still be in the steer of things when it comes to the chairpersonship. We are saying he is now call upon investigations. Investigations for what? He was a former speaker, he's a former premier, and there were no oversight as far as his role of the province is concerned.
Well, Michael, Supra Mahumapelo has not been without allies. In fact, they are the reason he has stayed. In fact, what happened today took so long to happen. What have they been saying?
Well, no word from those that support the Premier. I think in times like these, friends are few. And to be honest, the African National Congress's representatives were not in Mahikeng today. I did get in touch with the communications people from the provincial legislature. So I've been just canvassing the reaction from opposition parties here and from one very special group in particular, the Revolutionary Council. For those who don't know who they are ANC members within the Northwest who say they've been muscled out, elbowed out by Supra's men, if not Supra Mahumapelo himself over the years, that were just sick and tired of corruption. A very prominent voice calling for Supra to go. And I spoke to the Revolutionary Council a little earlier to just gauge their response to the fact that they've been labelled counter-revolutionary by the former Premier, and they're saying that this is, it's counterintuitive to an ANC chairperson of a structure in the Northwest saying that he's going to bring the might of the province and the might of the party down on the Revolutionary Council, when those are ANC members themselves. So I asked one of the members what the future of the Revolutionary Council is now that Supra has stepped down. It may be put on ice for the moment, and that those members may be focusing on once again going back into party structures. And that, of course, is all conditional if the ANC's National Executive Committee perhaps disbands the Northwest PEC this weekend.
Very briefly, Michael, on the streets, what's happening, or anything happening, given, of course, the protests we saw that started about a month, 2 months ago?
Oh, it's a completely different Mahikeng. The streetlights still don't work, and there are still potholes in the roads, I can tell you that. That hasn't changed. But thankfully, no burning tires this time around. The mood on the street is certainly very different. It's a great sense of anticipation that perhaps the new dawn that President Cyril Ramaphosa spoke about when coming into office, that the Northwest itself will be able to welcome a new dawn.
Michael, that's why we're going to leave it, Michael Appel in Mahikeng in the Northwest, getting some reactions for us to that resignation, or as he calls it, early retirement by the Premier Supra Mahumapelo.